Hello people, welcome back to my channel. Merry belated Christmas. Is that a thing? Let's say that's a thing. Unfortunately today I don't have a tutorial for you. I know. Let's take a minute. I know how sad that makes you all. I mean, if you need to pause the video and have a good cry, I understand. But today I will be bringing you a product review and first impressions on this little bad boy here. This is the Makeup Revolution Mattifying Balm. Exciting stuff. This is actually something I've had for a while. I think I bought it in the Black Friday sales. I think I was like shopping online and I saw mattifying and I was like, take all of my money now. I mean, I say take all of my money, this cost me like £4. But the point is I've had it for a while and I've been meaning to try it out for ages. I wanted to do like a full first impressions, like wear it throughout the day, see how it wears thing, and I was like, the perfect time to do that would be when I have like a really busy day out with all my friends so I can work up a sweat and put it really to the test. But since I don't have a social life, that has yet to happen, so I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it today because it's been sitting on my chest of drawers like every single day since I got it, just staring at me, and the curiosity is just building and building. So today I'm gonna try it out for you. So this is what it looks like. It comes in this little bag. So you have in the bag, you have the balm, and you have like a little beauty blender-esque type sponge thing. And from doing a bit of research online, what I basically think this is, it's like, it's, as it says on the tin, it's a balm, like it's not a powder, which I know it can kind of look like that on screen, but basically I think the point of it is that you can use it as a primer underneath your makeup, and then you can also use it on top of your makeup to blot off excess oil as opposed to using a powder. So it kind of reminds me of the Custom Effects, Cover Effects Custom Blot Drops. Is that what they're called? Yes. So yeah, it kind of reminds me of those, but like 10 times less. And I think the point of it is that if you're constantly touching up throughout the day with powder, adding on those layers and layers and layers of makeup is then just going to eventually make your face look really cakey. So by using something like this, that isn't going to happen because it's not a powder. So I just thought it was like a really interesting concept, and as you all know, I have really oily skin, so anything that has the word mattifying in it, I'm like, yes, I need to try that, get that on my face now. So I'm going to give it a good shot. I'm going to use it as a primer, just incorporate it into my routine as I would any normal primer. So I'll apply it all over my face, set it with a powder, etc, etc. I do have a video on how I do that, like major keys to long wear makeup, and I will link that down below if you haven't seen that yet. And then as I go throughout the day, I'm then going to use it with the little sponge that it comes with to blot off any excess oil if I should have it. I mean, I say if, it is kind of an inevitability because I always do get that. So I'm going to stop rambling and I'm just going to start putting this on mon face. So obviously, as you can tell, I don't have any makeup on. I have washed my face, just come out the shower, so I've like cleansed, moisturized. The only thing I have got on at the moment is my Soap and Glory One Heck of a Blot primer, just in this area here where I have enlarged pores, and then I'm going to use this as a primer on the rest of my face, just as I would any normal primer. So you open it like this. As you can see, I literally haven't even touched it yet, so I'm just gonna, it says online to take some on your fingers and like rub it, and it'll like warm up. It feels kind of waxy, which I'm not gonna lie, kind of scares me because in my head wax kind of equates to grease and oil, and that's literally the opposite of everything that I want my face to be. But it's not like overly thick, it's quite thin. I can't really see if it's having any dramatic effect on my face because I have taken my glasses off and I cannot see. So it could be looking ghostly white right now and I wouldn't even know. So let's just kind of hope for the best. It is quite easy to apply. It does feel, you know, quite nice. Is that enough? Let's just go with that. I've applied it liberally. I've pressed it into the skin as I normally would, and the first thing I can see is it doesn't feel like heavy. It doesn't feel like there's anything on my skin. It doesn't really have an overly mattifying effect, which I do sometimes get with other primers. Like at the moment I've really been liking the Makeup Forever Step 1 Smoothing Primer, I think that one is. I've really been liking that one, and I feel like as soon as I put that on, my face looks more matte. With this, it just still looks like my skin. It doesn't feel like overly slippery, like anything's there. There's no heavy greasy residue or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply all my makeup off camera and be back. And I'm also gonna apply my foundation with a brush just to see if it makes application any smoother, if it like smooths onto the skin, if it picks up like dry patches or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I shall return shortly. Okay, so I know I said I would be back shortly, but I kind of got a little bit carried away, so it's probably been about an hour or so at this point. I feel like my makeup went on pretty much the same as it normally does. It pretty much looks similar to what it normally does. I will say I don't feel as flat matte as I normally do, and like I feel a bit more glowy, as people say, and I feel like that's a look that like a lot of people go for. I personally prefer to look more matte because I feel like glowy just means that I'm not gonna stay as matte for as long as I would like. For me, it just means that sooner than I would like, I'm just gonna have to end up blotting. So I mean, at this point I'm not mad at the way my face looks. I just don't feel as secure in the knowledge that I'm gonna stay really matte as I would with my other primers. So I guess that just means I'll be blotting, I guess, more often than I would like to. So that was a little bit scary. My camera just decided that it wanted to just fall down for no apparent reason mid-sentence. So basically what I was saying is that with this primer on, I don't feel as secure in the knowledge that I'm gonna stay as matte as I would like to for as long as I would like to. I'm just gonna have to be blotting a lot more times throughout the day, and I'll just see how many more times than I normally would. On average, I normally would only have to blot maybe a couple of times, so every time I do blot, I'll like show you guys the progress, see what happens if my makeup starts to get cakey and that kind of thing. So I will see you next time. Just on a quick side note, as I was saying earlier, I got a little bit carried away with the makeup. Does anyone else do that, where you're like, oh yeah, I'm not doing anything special today, I'm just gonna do like something quick and simple, something natural, and then like you start doing the makeup and you're like, yes, this looks good, let me just add this and add this and add this, and then like maybe for people that wear glasses out there, then you're like, well shit, now my makeup looks so good, why didn't I put my contacts on? Because now I'm gonna have to be wearing my glasses all day. Nobody's gonna be able to see what I'm doing, and if I put contacts in now, my eyes are gonna start watering and it's just gonna ruin my entire face. So now you're just walking around your life trying to find excuses to take your glasses off, like you're at the counter trying to buy something, you're like, oh I just got something in my eye there. Oh, I don't know if you can see that right there. I mean, is that just me, like, or you know, just let me know if I need to maybe stop doing that. But for fuck's sake. Yeah, at this point my camera's it's just not rating my life. Like it just doesn't want to stay where I'm putting it. So I think for the rest of the day I'm just gonna have to hold it up like this, or I'm risking just breaking everything, and that's probably not ideal. So yeah, I will see you soon. Probably not soon, but you know what I'm trying to say. Right, how's my face looking?
Good. Shiny.
Good, are you sure?
Not too shiny.
Shiny, how shiny?
Like on your nose and on your chin shiny.
Okay. But is it like, oh my god, her face is oily as shit?
If
shiny,
you didn't
or?
ask me to keep like reminding you when you get oily, I wouldn't notice it.
Okay.
But because you gave me the task of helping you update.
That's a friend. Do I need to blot?
No, not yet.
Okay. Okay.
Like you could pass off I went a bit mad with the highlighter.
That's what I was going for.
That's alright then. That's fine.
Great. This is good news.
Good
Okay,
news.
thank you.
That's right.
Okay, so I am back. It is considerably later in the day. I think I've had this makeup on for about 6 or so hours, and considering I haven't blotted like not once, I would say this is not freaking bad. I mean, I know I do look quite oily and quite shiny, but that's to be expected. And to be fair, for like the first like 4 hours or so, 4 to 5 hours probably, I didn't need to blot at all, which I'm pretty impressed with. I don't know if it's because I was outside and it's so cold today, so I just like wasn't sweating, like the wind was just blowing in my face, closing up my pores, like no oil was coming through. That may be a contributing factor. But having said that, I'm still very impressed with how my face looks. Like, it doesn't look too cakey, like the makeup hasn't separated or split. Like, I'm just a little bit shiny, which I'm okay with because I'm about to go out in a second anyway. So I'm gonna need to blot. So I thought I might as well just do it now and show you guys. See how it does as like a liquid blotting paper powder ting. So to give it a first shot, I'm gonna do it the exact same way I normally would, how I would blot with any powder or anything like that. So I'll take a tissue, let me take my glasses off. I'll take a tissue and just blot away all the excess oil on my face, which is generally throughout my T-zone. And then sometimes I do get a bit confused as to what on my face is oil and what is highlighter, so I tend to just kind of blot everywhere. So I blot off the excess oil, and now I'm going to take the little sponge that it comes with and just kind of go like this. I think this is how you're supposed to do it. There's some product on there, and just press that into those areas where I know I do get oily. Quite a bit of it is coming off onto the sponge, and it is kind of all going like into the product, which is not ideal, but then again, that is what you get when you use powders and things like that anyway. I guess it's not as noticeable maybe. I'm just gonna put it everywhere because I'm getting it hella shiny. I will then put my glasses back on so I can see, because that's always helpful. And hey, it doesn't look that bad. I quite like this. You know what? For £4, I'm bloody impressed. I am bloody impressed. Right, so that's done. I'm blotted. I will go off and put some setting spray and whatever on off camera, and then I'm going to go about my business and be back later on just before I take off my makeup and do a final look. So, see you then. Okay, I'm back. It is the end of the day. It's been a few more hours since I was last here, meaning I probably had this makeup on for about 10-ish hours now, and this is what my face is looking like. I have blotted once more since my last check-in. I think that was probably about an hour ago, and yeah, I'm getting pretty oily. I'm probably about to take this off now, so I'm not going to blot again, but these are my final thoughts. I don't think I will be using this as a primer. This isn't going to replace my primers because I feel like I got oily a lot more quickly than I would with my other primers. Having said that, I do like using it like as a blotting kind of method, because I don't like the idea of like constantly layering powder upon powder upon powder. I feel like it makes my makeup look really cakey and really thick, and with this I don't feel like that happened. The only kind of gripe that I do have though is when you do use it, obviously if you're using the sponge, then like this is going to happen pretty immediately. It's just going to get really dirty really quickly, and obviously I have darker skin, so my foundation is quite dark, so it's hard for me to be able to see like how much product is picking up on the sponge once it gets dirty. And also, because the balm itself is white, it kind of just stains the product, and I don't know if you can really see it all that well, but like the first few times I put the sponge in, it's now got like little particles and things in it, and because it's a balm, all these kind of little particles are going to stick into it, which I don't feel like is a problem I have with powder. However, when I do use powders, I do find like I always do that thing where I like open the compact and then the little sponge bit falls out, and then if I'm not fast enough it falls on the floor, and I'm like, well, I don't really want to put that back on my face now. However, because this comes in the little pouch like this, you can just slip that in your bag. It's like really convenient to just carry around, and because the little compact itself is so small, so I do like that aspect of it. So yeah, I'm a bit on the fence. I do like the product, and like it was only £4, so I would recommend it. Like, I feel like it is something that people can use, but maybe not as a primer. It's not the best for that. Maybe if you don't have oily skin, it might be better for you. But yeah, I think if you have a primer that you like, then stick with that, and don't think that you can replace it with this, because it's really not that great for that. But for blotting off oil throughout the day, I do like it for that. So yeah, those are my final thoughts on this product. Thank you for watching this video. If you like these kind of videos, let me know, and maybe I can do some more. If you want to give me money to keep buying lots of new products, because right now I'm kind of broke. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, that. And this will probably be my last video of this year, so Happy New Year. See you in 2017. Let's hope 2017 is better than whatever shit 2016 has been. Ending the video on positivity. I'm just gonna say bye now. It's late, I'm tired. I've been drinking. Bye.